Evening all. Excuse me. Didn't quite get that mince pie munch fast enough. Oh, be careful. That's going to end up going down the wrong hole. The only good thing about Christmas stuff appearing early, and I do mean the only good thing, is that you get mince pies in October. I had to think about what month it was then. September if you really look for them. But yeah. Early mince pies, I'm happy about. Everything else, no, that can sod off. Bar humbug and stuff. Just give me all your mince pies and you can keep the rest. I'll just be over here in my mince pie palace with steadily gorging myself on them. How are we all doing? Apologies for the late start tonight. Been one of those the last couple of days. I can't see anything. I don't know if it's my eyes or if it's my glasses. And yeah, today's video took a little bit longer to get together than I thought it would. So I kind of started late. That's a whole thing that I'm going to have to try and sort this weekend. But yeah, I did take a little while to do. I got like 2/3 of the way through it or so. And I was like, right, I'm going to start putting the B-roll through. And then I realised I had much more kind of on-point B-roll than sometimes I do. Which I was like, right, okay, I best use this well then. And that then meant it took longer. Which is a good thing, kind of, but yeah. Plus a couple of other balls in the air meant a bit of a late start. So I'm apparently on the wrong thing over here, so let's correct that. But how are we doing? So you know, I've gotten started without me, which I thoroughly approve of. Evening, Antonio. Oh, that was difficult. Evening, Caleb. Evening, Tango. Evening, Steve. Hope you're all doing well. I feel like there's a conversation that the front half of might be missing here. I don't know. Oh well, it's all good. Evening, Brad. How are you doing? Just writing for bad jokes, bad people, or bad people, bad jokes, whichever way around it is. Yeah. I bet that was a fun bit of law book to write. Particularly fun bit, I should say. I do like that argument, Steve. No bad jokes, only people with a bad sense of humour. That's, yeah, I think I approve of this perspective. I think trying to eat a mince pie very quickly might have been a poor choice. I enjoyed it, but yeah. Evening, Noel. How are we doing? Somebody stuck your keyboard, your O key down. Flu jab first thing. Ugh, fun times, no? On the other hand, slightly better than flu. Although, only slightly better. New 76 stuff looks interesting? Yeah, I think so. I mean, new expeditions are what they are. New location in general looks cool. Casino and wandering around and exploring Atlantic City should be fun. And new quest lines and stuff I'm definitely down for. Seem to be a few salty people out there who seem to think that it's just more of the same, but they're either ignoring or haven't paid enough attention to what is actually there. Because, okay, more expeditions is kind of more of the same, but we've only had one update so far that brought expeditions. Yeah. So it's not really more of the same when it's only the second one, is it? Well, I mean, it is, but Jesus, that's a pretty sad interpretation of the situation. And then, of course, the fact that we're getting new stories and a new explorable location, none of that, we've not had a full new explorable zone before. At all, and new quests we haven't had many major. Well, we've had little bits, but not full major quest lines in what 2 years nearly, 18 months at least. Might be more than that. So yeah, either way, a lot of the takes out there seem to be spectacularly bullshit, which is quite entertaining and not even remotely surprising. It's a little bit sad, but you know. And the new Assassin's Creed. Hope you're enjoying, Caleb. Hope you're doing well. But the entirety of Assassin's... Yeah, decided to play Assassin's Creed. I have a feeling you're going to need a bit more time than that. Should be good. Evening, Alex. Yeah, some people do just like to moan, just looking for any old excuse. Fallout fans are often particularly bad for that. Starfield, that's what we need to jump into, because if I don't get started on this fairly soon, we are never going to, well, get anywhere, are we? Hey, Steam, how about you knock that shit on the head already? Still does that forcibly going full screen when you launch a game thing that Steam's been doing. It's really frickin' annoying. Would love to see an end to that. I guess it's Steam's way of trying to shove the library and the store in your face to make you spend more money, but it is very, very annoying nonetheless. I need to put the audio back on because I turned the music off while I was doing other stuff yesterday. What was I doing? I forgot what I was doing last night. Oh yeah, several things. I ran into a weird bug yesterday that I have not encountered before. I was standing on the landing pad at New Atlantis. Fast travel back to my ship, and it didn't seem to be a fast travel thing. It seemed to be something else. And I picked up that new ship last night. Both that ship and the Frontier were on the landing pad at the same time.
I feel like I've been waiting my whole life for this. Constellation, the artifacts. That doesn't sound crazy, does it?
If you're going to interrupt me like this, Mateo, I'm going to shoot you. Yeah, but anyway, they were both on the landing pad at the same time. The Frontier was my active ship and the only one that was solid. But the Dagger, I think it was called, was occupying the same space. You could see it glitching through the top and side. And I got out of my chair in the cockpit, turned around, and there was a solid metal wall right behind me. I sort of, a couple of metres behind the pilot's chair. So I walked back, and I'm like, am I going to end up kind of finding myself weirdly in this other ship, or what's going on here? Walked into it, my head sticks through, and I realised what I'm looking at is the inside of a Deimos cockpit. That other ship, and I'm walking through and realise it's just a ghost ship superimposed. But unfortunately it's blocking my view in places, so sometimes I'd be seeing the inside of this Deimos small ship, other times I'd be seeing the inside of the Frontier. And sometimes I couldn't see doors, sometimes I could. The actual exit I couldn't get to, the ladder to climb down, because the floor in that section had been replaced by the floor of the Deimos ship, and I therefore couldn't activate the ladder to get out, even though I could see where it was. It was really weird. I managed to fix it by setting a different ship as my home ship, specifically the Dagger, making the whole Frontier vanish, and then switching it back again to Frontier so that the Dagger disappeared. But that was a weird little issue that I ran into. And other than that, I went back and strip mined Vulture's Roost, and I now have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 crates full of just junk in my apartment in the well. There's absolutely stuffed full of just stuff to decorate with. So I've got that going on. And sold some bits and pieces. Oh, I leveled up my weapon crafting skills. I'm now maxed out on that one. So if I have a look at this, this is the other. This was my sniper originally, but I've switched it over so it's now an automatic Beowulf, whereas my previous one is now gone because this does more damage per shot, and I modified like the different components and stuff, all this stuff, so that basically it'll do even more damage, and its DPS is as high as I could get it to be. So I was like, is fire rate better, or is more damage per shot going to work out to a higher amount of damage? Turns out it was fire rate, so I went for fire rate. Things like that. So yeah, it's got double ammo capacity, so magazine with 60 shots in it, which is not bad for a obviously an automatic weapon. Randomly demoralizes the target with radioactive, so that's not terrible. They'll run away occasionally. And the Tesla thing, I'll be glad to not have that anymore, honestly. But extra damage is nice, but the damage over time. But it'll often hit the wall right in front of me and actually do the damage to me instead of the bad guys, which is not great. And the hard target, that was the other weapon that we picked up because it's now available. It's quite a nice combat tech beast there of a sniper. I may still think about swapping the scope out for a medium one rather than a long one. The magnification might be a bit too much on that. We'll see. Got my shotgun. And everything I already had. I just don't know why this dropped randomly at much higher damage output than normal, but it did, so I'm hanging on to it because, yeah, that punches hard when I need it to. And Hella's Cutter is no different to my ordinary one, except it does extra damage against robots if you want to use it for that, and it looks different. But yeah, kept it for that reason. So yeah, that's things that we did. Did I? No, I didn't change anything else. Anyway, yeah, that's where we're up to. Yeah, definitely saved absolutely tons of stuff. I just pulled so much stuff out of Vulture's Roost. It was kind of ridiculous. But quite happy about that. That and a couple of other places I've absolutely stripped of its furniture has meant that or its loose decoration items, meant that I've got absolutely tons ready and available for my next couple of builds without having to go hunting for it, which is nice. Anyway, we have our next major mission, or main mission, which is the Empty Nest. We need to talk to Sam Coe. So, let's go do that.
Your safe return to the lodge will please the other members of Constellation.
Thanks, Vasco. Evening, Kraken. Right.
And you must be the latest poor fool to get dragged into our dysfunctional little family.
Slight delay on the audio there. You must be some Freestyle Collective expert. Don't overwhelm me with Malcolm now. I might never leave. Trying to keep this professional, if that's what you mean. Speaking of family, you two related? You must be Sam Coe.
Whoa. I know a few dark sides of the Aquila Moons, but if you're looking for deep history lessons, well, I'm gonna fall asleep before you do.
Trust me. Don't encourage him. Kuriko, by the way. Hi.
Yeah, Cora, okay. Good to meet you. Got to see someone so young taking an interest in space. No offense, but I'm not sure if I feel comfortable taking a kid into danger. Aren't you a little young to be a space explorer? Condescending. Not the conversation you had with the kid anyway. Better, but still ever so slightly condescending and assuming. So let's go good to meet you.
Nice to meet anyone brave enough to fly the frontier.
Know a thing or two about spacecraft, do we?
Hey, don't spook our new friend. Frontier's a fine ship. Honest.
Thanks, Dave.
Now, let's talk business. Sarah tell you about the expedition?
No cameras, more just so you could see my inventory, because obviously it covers up chunks of it, and I forgot to turn it back on again. Freestyle Collective Settler, just got them heading home to the home systems for this one. Only that was in freestyle space. Not much, anything that gets out there, anything that gets me out there works for me. Okay, I'm going to go with the Freestyle Collective one as we've got the option.
You a freestar?
Oh yeah.
I'm glad to be taking you back to the homestead. Had my fill of it when I was younger, but it always seems to pull us back in, doesn't it?
It's the crap out of the UC, mate.
City.
Yeah.
Capital of the Freestar Collective.
Actually, I
We're
don't.
in the city's spaceports, but the frontier's our goal. It's rough country. Spawned a lot of stories. And I got a lead on a tale that makes me think one thing. Artifact.
Yeah. Interesting hat, Sam. So yeah, we're off after another artifact, and we're going to Aquila, which is good. I really had a feeling Sam was going to be the one taking us there, and I wanted to meet Aquila City with him and through the story, because I just felt the flow was going to be better, and it'll just it's just going to feel like a more natural way to be introduced. So definitely looking forward to that. Getting my bearings, let's head out later. Ready, let's go. Anything I should know about Aquila? Frontier territory beyond civilization. Risky business. Anything? I kind of want all of this. I'm going to try the bottom one first.
Yeah, don't piss off the Freestar Rangers. As far as the collective is concerned, they're judge, jury, and executioner. They're the good guys, but that don't make them any less dangerous. Outside that, just don't be an asshole.
My favourite rule for life: there is not a situation in the world where "don't be an asshole" is bad advice. Yeah, no, I can't think of anywhere where it's actually bad advice. Know what you're buying for disco tomorrow? Gotta be done. I'm done with the mince pies. Well, for now, I only had the one mince pie. I've got several more, which I shall be enjoying later. Believe it me, they will not make it to morning. Risky business.
I know, it's dangerous. That's why I needed backup for this one. But don't let the old children's tales about the Ashta get to you. The real thing is way worse.
The Ashta were the first creature that Bethesda mentioned from this game. They didn't tell us what they were called or show us them, but the first time we heard about an alien creature, animal basically, in this game was the Ashta that they were referring to. Some combination of a wolf and a velociraptor was the description given way back then, and I still haven't seen one, and I'm looking forward to seeing one. Until it chews my face off anyway. Let's get to it.
Okay. We'll meet you on board your ship. Talk more when we get there.
I do have one slight concern.
It's going to be you and me. So if you want to do any freewheeling before then, Cora and I will just be riding passenger.
Always a pleasure.
Right. So my slight concern is Sarah. She's locked in. And how is this going to work with Sarah being locked in and Sam being locked in? Because, yeah, I'm about to have two locked-in companions, and that seems like a problem. I assume Bethesda have accounted for this, but...
A full system update. I am now fully prepared to assist you.
Ah, that's cool. That's good. Yeah, my... set my inventory while I'm here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. My major point of concern right now is that it may turn around and say, yeah, you can't actually go and start this quest until I've freed up my companion slot, which I suspect is probably what's going to happen. Cute and cuddly until they rip your face off. Yeah, that sounds about right. So, my question here is... am I better off going and marrying Sarah before? That's quite loud. But, am I better off going and marrying Sarah before I do this? Or, and I have to go to Parima to marry her. I assume the main storyline is going to take me to Parima at some point. But I kind of don't know whether or not I'm going to inadvertently jump ahead of that. It's not quite as key a location as, say, Aquila is, but it's also not as one that I'm quite as focused on. But I do have concerns. Smell-o-vision. Yeah, being able to smell them in spice will just make you hungry, won't it? Decisions. Let's try a quick thing. So basically what I want to see is if landing on Aquila is going to work, or if I'm... That's an interesting route. Kind of wish you could plot the course point by point. That would be better. I could go like this, because that should be... I mean, it's exactly the same. There's no difference. Either way, it's still two jumps. But I could go bing, bing, and just make those jumps. I don't know. Oh well, it wants me to go to Olympus, and I'm kind of okay with that. Quite the button I wanted, but...
Alright, Baron. I have a new one.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right there. Better not have something to do with an animal crossing a road.
Grab jump complete.
I do kind of like the interaction between Barrett and Androsha, though. It's better than the interaction between Sarah and Androsha. And I'll be able to hopefully boot Sarah once I've married her as well. You're going to should marry first Sam's key character. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to do this quest without Sam with me, so it may be that it will just say I can't start the quest without, so... The question is whether or not it'll allow me to kick Sarah at a touch, which I don't think it will. I think it will just stop me starting this quest line until I go and marry Sarah. You know what? I am actually going to take this advice and go and marry Sarah. Because Parima's not as important a city as a world as Aquila, I don't think. And I can kind of live with skirting Parima a bit more than I can with Aquila, I think. I think. And then it won't spoil the sort of flow of the story so much, I suspect. I think. No, it's just a piece of paper. Unfortunately, Sarah's rather glued to me until I get that piece of paper, so kind of prevents me doing anything else.
Still in one piece.
So let's, before we do this, commitment Sarah Morgan. Which does involve going to Paradiso, which is on Parama 2, I believe. And I have got a quest to do here. I'm a little... I kind of don't want to land here just yet, but I guess we're going to. Some comes with a pistol. Find him a good rifle. Well, I've got at least one I can give him temporarily, for sure.
Beginning landing cycle.
Good shout on that, Stephen. Here we go. Our first arrival at Paradiso. Feel like picture opportunities here. Maybe not. No. Okay. Those might be useful later.
From what I'm seeing, this world has all the
First aid can be
essential
ignored,
building
cool.
blocks to support life.
Essential. There's a fucking tree there, Sarah, you dumbass. Well done, Sherlock. Essential building blocks to support life. Trees, plants. No fucking shit. I mean, I'd have slapped her with a wet fish, but I didn't have one. Kind of seemed like the appropriate thing to do. Right, I need to figure out where this person I need to meet is. Well, apparently I need to speak to Sarah, but I guess that's going to answer that question. I know we're coming down here to get married, and I've just clouted her one, but you know.
As we were landing, I picked up a message from Aja.
Humans
She
tend
said
to be a
meet
little
us at
more...
the park overlooking the ocean. Before we go to the ceremony, I want you to look me in the eyes and tell me this is exactly what you want.
Well, I am a little bit having second thoughts, and I did just clout her in the head. So, yes, and why would you ask me that?
I don't know. I suppose I'm worried that I'm forcing you down a path. you
Yeah,
don't
pretty
want
much,
to
no.
travel.
That's what I had in mind.
Yeah, I know. It's stupid. But you've done so much for me already. I almost feel like you'd marry me just to make me happy, despite your own feelings.
I'm kind of wondering whether or not any of the others are slightly less infuriating. I still don't have any other options. Can't imagine my life without you as part of it. Destined. I'll spend the rest of my life with you. I'm going to go with this one. It's a little bit less overblown.
It's true. Ah, I can see it in your eyes that you really mean that. I love you, and I'm forever thankful to have someone as amazing as you in my life. Now come on. Aja is waiting for us. But first, we should probably say something to my mother.
Ah, yes, we did encourage her to bring her mother here. And the question is, where the heck is your mother? Somewhere this way. Quite a long way this way from the look of it. Yeah, quite a long way. We can stop by the chunks and go and get the bullion while we're here. The source or whatever it was. Can I please get out of this map using a sensible goddamn button?
Hello, and welcome back. Mr. Tofik, I am aware that this is your 8th visit to our resort. Your repeat
That's a
patronage
cool looking
is much
robot.
appreciated. Is there any assistance I may offer you today?
Actually, a question. Usually when I come here, the shuttle takes a certain route, showing me the beauty of this world. But this time, our entries seem to take longer, and we pass by a lot more open water. Was there something wrong with our normal flight path? I heard the rumors of a ship in orbit.
Please allow me to apologize for this inconvenience. This alternate entry was required due to a meteor shower affecting the usual descent route. Nothing to worry about. To make up for this, allow me to credit your account with a 15% discount on spa amenities. Once again, we are dreadfully sorry.
It's okay, Viator. I know you're programmed to be overly concerned with your service. I just wanted to know why, but thank you for crediting my account anyway.
Intriguing. This is a very, very pretty planet. So far. Definitely got resort vibes to it. Evening, Dale. If you're lucky there's a future quest for making the wrong choice of making a widow. I'm not sure that's supposed to be lucky, really, but...
Oh, Paradiso is absolutely beautiful. Can you possibly imagine a more tranquil place for a resort?
Come on a holiday, go home looking like a new man. Literally. Kind of deliberately trying to avoid everybody at the moment, just so I don't start any unintended quest lines. Alrighty, so... Not wearing, incidentally. Okay. Well, yeah, that looks like she could be Sarah's mother.
It certainly was nice of you to think of me when sending invitations to my daughter's wedding.
It's good to see you too, Mum.
I just wish you would have given me more notice. Or maybe some time to get to know your dear partner. I barely even know his
Yeah,
name.
about that. Pleasure to meet you. Sarah told me a lot about you. Now you know it. Maybe we could try be a little bit more supportive of your daughter on her wedding day. Yeah, let's go pick a fight with the mother-in-law. What a great idea. Pleasure to meet you.
Yes, good to meet you too, my dear. If only my daughter had thought to introduce us sooner. We could have built more of a rapport before this big day.
Yeah, well, your
We'll have
daughter seemed to
plenty of
move in
time to
so
talk
bleeding
more
fast,
later,
we didn't
I'm
have much
sure,
of a chance for that.
after the ceremony. Anyway, I'm sorry, Mum. I know how this must all seem to you. This was a sudden decision, and we didn't want to waste any more time. We wanted to keep the ceremony small, and involve only the people I care about the most.
Sarah, dear. I hope you know that I am
That was more
delighted
positive
to be
than
here,
expected.
to see you finally get married. It's been a long time coming, and I wouldn't miss it for the world.
I'm
Thank
not
you for
sure the
coming,
voice
Mum.
and the face
We'll
quite
be sure to
match
talk
up
more in a
there.
bit. But for now, let's not keep poor Aja waiting.
Just a few moments for everyone to take their places.
And here she is.
It's so lovely to see you, Sarah.
It's wonderful to see you too, Aja. This is the one I told you about.
I've heard a lot about you. All of it good. You're quite a catch.
Nice.
10 seconds in and already you're embarrassing everyone.
Before we go any further, I just want to make sure that you are right for Sarah. She's quite special,
She deserves better, but I'll have to do. No. One of a kind. Let's go with that one.
Oh, God. Now you're embarrassing me.
So the other one's a bit full on.
That's called love, my dear. You better get used to it. Well, I've seen enough. I can read people the moment I lay eyes on them.
Yep,
And you,
definitely special.
You're going to make Sarah quite happy.
Coming from you, Aja, that means a lot.
Of course, Sarah.
Only somebody special could look at a tree and wonder if there's life on the planet.
Now, are we ready to begin the ceremony?
Yeah, looks like I've been shoehorned into this and I can't back out.
Very well. If everyone's ready, then I'll begin. It's been years since Sarah Morgan and I have spoken. And though it might appear that we've grown apart, I feel that we've become closer friends than ever before. When I received the message with Sarah's intent to marry, and that she wanted me to officiate the ceremony, I was overwhelmed with joy. Not because she had decided to rekindle our friendship, but because she was allowing me to share the happiest moment of her life. I can't imagine a greater honor. And for that, Sarah, I thank you.
I wouldn't have had it any other way, Aja.
Before you present your vows, I'd ask both of you to remember that love is what brought you together today. It is a foundation upon which a structure of trust, faith, and affirmation is built. This structure
Take one of
can
those
be
out.
absolutely impenetrable if you both agree to love each other unconditionally, with faith, devotion, and acceptance. And most importantly, to allow
Just as the sun goes down. That's pretty good timing.
loved. Remember, there are no other bonds more meaningful than the one you are undertaking today. You should cherish this moment and hold it close to your hearts as a reminder of the love you share. If you
Now
both
it's getting
are
pretty
willing
dark.
to abide by these words, then you can be assured that your lives will be filled with joy and happiness forever.
That was beautiful, Aja. Thank you.
Did you need a moment, Sarah?
No, I'm fine. But I wanted to say something before you continue. When we stood beside that waterfall in New Atlantis, you told me that you saw someone who was lost and needed help finding their way. But thanks to your kindness and your love, I'm no longer lost.
Yeah,
I
exactly,
swear
Sue.
to return that affection to you by taking your hand when you need guidance through your darkest hours. This is my solemn pledge to you. From deep within my heart, from deep within my soul, for all eternity.
And you? Did you have anything you wanted to say to Sarah?
Well, first one's traditional. Bit too traditional, really. What you said mean the world to me, and I do my best to live up to your expectations. That's a little on the one-sided side. Share every aspect of my life so our dreams of a wonderful future together come to pass. Now that kind of works best, I think.
I know it will.
Most beautiful, caring person I've ever known. Always by your side. And whatever challenges, we'll shoulder them together. Yeah, let's go with the number 1 on that one.
Oh, you're going to make me cry.
You had a gift, Sarah?
Yes. I wanted you to have this as a token of our love. I'm giving this to you as a symbol of the clean break I've made from my past. Oh, it would have been impossible without your help.
This could be interesting.
I'll be forever grateful.
With these promises of affection and these vows you've exchanged, by the power vested in me by the Articles of Constellation, I happily pronounce you life mates. Congratulations!
Aja, I don't
Here's
know
the
what to
year.
say. That was... oh, amazing. I couldn't imagine having this ceremony without you.
I'm glad everything worked out.
Sarah's
for you,
jacket is
Sarah.
nice.
I'm only sorry that we waited so long to reach out and contact one another.
Promise not to shoot you in the head more than once a day unless you do something stupid, which you'll do 5 to 6 times a day, so I bought you this helmet. Yeah, that sounds about right. Thank you for everything. I'll take good care of her. Any way I can repay you for the trouble, I'll take good care of her.
You better. Otherwise, I'd have to come out of retirement and hunt you down. Well, you're both welcome to stay here for as long as you like. Sarah, your mother will be staying here with me for a few weeks. We've actually got a lot more in common than I expected. So,
It's not
I
terrifying.
guess this is goodbye for now. I wish the both of you a happy and healthy life together.
I'll never forget this, Aja. Thank you.
It was a wonderful wedding. I was so happy to have
Getting married now means reach maximum... Oh, I got achievement for reaching maximum affinity. And getting married now means I can dismiss Sarah. It's like, great, now you're married, you can give her the boot. Lol. Sotaja.
Don't worry. I know how new in-laws can be. I'll try to work on her for you and Sarah.
What was Sarah like when she apprenticed with you at Constellation?
She was a royal pain in the butt. That's what she was. Hot-headed, impulsive, eager to rush into things without examining the ramifications, eh? Honestly, a lot like I was at her age. Her hunger to explore the void was the most fervent I'd seen in my years at Constellation. There wasn't a single assignment she'd refuse. All in all, though, she was one of the best explorers I've traveled with. And I'll wager that holds true up to today. That woman has a good head on her shoulders.
I won't go that far.
You should count yourself lucky to be a part of her life.
I think there's probably a bit more going on with Sarah than she showed to Archer there, judging by the sound of this. Why did you leave Constellation?
I was chair of Constellation for 35 years. I was there for all the low points and all the high. I kept Constellation out of the colony war, made some incredible discoveries, and recruited some of the most amazing explorers in the settled systems. I just finally reached a point where I felt I'd done enough. And it was time to give Sarah a chance. And I have no regrets either. If you expect
Well, you look at where she retired.
or some sort of political reason, I can assure you, it doesn't exist. And between you and me, I'm not getting any younger, eh? And this tired old woman wanted to enjoy the sunset of her life on this beautiful world.
She doesn't look very old either. There's some weird things like that going on. Like, this character's supposed to be significantly older than Sarah. Doesn't look any older at all. And then you've got a mother who's there looking appropriately aged and like she's related to Sarah, but sounding like she's younger. It's weird. There's a few things like that that are like, not quite landed right, I don't think. Well, while we're here, what do you think of Paradiso?
You have to ask? Look at the place. It's absolute paradise. I can spend my day at the beach, relax with a cool drink and catch up on some reading. Enjoy the cuisine, whatever my heart desires. I haven't even traveled off-world since I arrived. Hell, I haven't even boarded a spacecraft. It's so wonderfully liberating. Moving to Paradiso was one of the best decisions I made in my entire life.
Why do I get the feeling that this is a bit like the Starfield equivalent of retiring to Florida, though? I should probably talk to her mother while we're here.
Sarah are such a lovely couple. Sarah deserves someone special in her life. I'm glad she found you.
What did you think of the wedding?
It was not quite what I had imagined for Sarah. I thought it would be a grand affair with hundreds of friends and extended family gathered to
recognise the voice,
celebrate. But given her history, I should say I'm not entirely surprised she chose something completely different. However, despite that, I must say that this was truly something special. It was quite splendid. Just the two of you, myself, and Aja. From the bottom of my heart. Thank you again for having me.
They definitely go better than I was wondering. Any embarrassing stories? Tempting, but... why wasn't the relationship always close?
Mostly the physical distance between us. It wasn't intentional, I'll have you know. Our lives simply diverged as she grew older.
The feeling Sarah felt that she wanted things for her that she really didn't
we had
want.
Different plans for her when she was growing up.
Yeah, that.
I've since come to terms and accepted that she didn't want to follow in her parents' footsteps. Perhaps... She needs to hear it from me. I need to make it more clear to her that I'm proud of her, regardless of her choices. I need to, if I want to be closer to my daughter and her new partner.
Took an arrow to the ear. Any embarrassing stories?
Oh, gosh, really? We're doing this, are we?
Oh, can I? When Sarah was 6, I believe, she lost her second tooth, but this time she actually lost it. I forget how it happened exactly, but it ended up going out with the waste as we were flying between Jemison and... Oh, I forget where. It's not important. She was so distraught. Mummy, what if the tooth fairy doesn't know I lost a tooth and doesn't come? She cried. So I told her to write a note and leave it under her pillow for the tooth fairy. So she ended up explaining what had happened and begged the tooth fairy for a spaceship so she could go off and find her lost tooth for her. It was adorable.
Thanks, Mother. Just... thanks for that.
That was quite good.
I suppose.
We should talk to Sarah.
Darling?
That's the path to a divorce. So let's leave that there. There's not much to say about it.
You know how to make a woman feel special.
What, by saying hi? Bye. That's quite cool. There's the chunks. So, while we're here, might as well get the chunks special sauce. Yo.
You can dress it up however you like, but a chunk by any other name is still a chunk.
You'll find our cuisine and service is a step above what you're used to. Please, don't hesitate to ask if there's anything I can do to make your
Posh chunks is
as
still
enjoyable as
posh
possible.
chunks. I'm here to pick up some special stores for New Homestead.
Huh. I thought it was a joke at first, but yet here you are. Let me get that for you. It's amazing how popular this stuff is on Titan. You'd think they just drank it over there.
Kind of makes sense that she'd have spare if she's trying to be a little bit more upmarket than the other ones. So, right. Diversions notwithstanding, let's go to Aquila City. Paradiso is quite nice though, I'll say. First impression's pretty cool. We shall explore this later. Well, further later. Ooh, nice outfit. Guessing a uniform of some kind? Yeah. Yeah, well, if you're going to name your place Paradiso, it better have nice days every day, really, hasn't it? Weird doubling up of her footsteps there. So we're talking about giving Sam a weapons upgrade.
Yes?
Let's just quickly have a gander at Sam's skills again. Sam Q. Interesting combination of stuff. Just generally rifles. It doesn't specify which kind of rifles, which is fine. So, let's nab him a tombstone I currently have available, because, well, it'd be crazy not to give him the Freestar themed weapon, wouldn't I? I could pick up another one, probably. Comes to that when I'm ready to actually use one myself. So, Josh up. I need to shove you off the weapons workbench because this thing needs some upgrades.
Is something amiss?
Well, long barrel does change it a bit, but it will make the whole thing more accurate. I don't really want the scope on that. I feel like a reflex sight is probably the play. Muzzle, put a suppressor on it. Actually, kind of like that. Cost of range.
Yes, you need me.
Stability, hip fire accuracy, long range accuracy, and stability. Yeah, let's go that one because it kind of looks cool. Magazine. Arm piercing. That would be quite cool. And I can't do penetrator rounds at this point, apparently.
Attention.
White hot rounds I could do. That's not a terrible idea. Burn. Large magazine, or I could go with armor piercing. Armor piercing seems like the way, really, doesn't it?
Maybe we should call this exploration thing quits and open a weapons shop.
Internals, hair trigger. Hair trigger's the one to go for, probably. 90. Versus, well, high powered would bump that quite a lot. Let's do a quick check here. D4. 2592 versus something's gone wrong there, because that's Right, okay. It's not really a great deal, like 5832 versus... So it's marginally better with a higher fire rate, but only marginally. Alright, just checking. I haven't got another skin for this. Everything else, I don't think I really need a laser sight on that. I mean, I could put one on there, couldn't I? I mean, yeah, no shortage of the components, so I might as well, and maybe let's target a bit more often. Right, that's us ready to upgrade Sam when we need to. Give him an advanced hard target and then change him to a basic one. You hit him with a sniper. Yeah, I could see the appeal there. Didn't really think about that. I feel like he has to have a tombstone though. You know? He's got to have a 3-star themed one, hasn't he? But yeah, I can see the appeal of giving him a sniper too though.
Ready for takeoff in 3, 2, 1, go!
Like, if you want somebody who's going to be particularly useful in combat, Sam and Sarah are the best bets. I don't know about Androsia, was weapon skills too much, but I think Barrett's probably the least useful. Barrett and Vasco are the least useful combat, really. Other than, of course, picking somebody else entirely, maybe. Interesting route. Yeah, that's the one. I feel like he should be a pistol guy, really, though, shouldn't he, with his space cowboy look? I mean, they've equipped him with one, which makes sense, but they haven't given him a skill that goes with it. He should definitely have had a pistol skill. Very weird. Star Station UCN 48. It's going to be relevant at some point. Three-star space time. At long last. I did make a slight boo-boo. I had some Aurora in my pockets when I dropped into New Atlantis last night, and I thought I dropped everything off at my outpost and then gone on, but obviously I'd forgotten that was in my inventory, and it was like, oh crap, I'm in trouble. I best quickly reload. Ow. Oh. That was painful. But yeah, that was not the best state of affairs. Also, I don't really want to do this at night. I want to see Kilo City in the daytime, so let's go and have a kip. 3-star pickup.
Never mind. Sorry.
Oh dear. Hey. For local, really? Doesn't match up to the planet's rotation, but anyway. 5, 6, 7, yeah, should be about right. Oh, jeez. Little issue with my back there as I just moved my feet around was.
Oh, I think I might have pulled something.
Good word in night then. Yeah, that little movement of my feet really freaking hurt.
Talk to me.
No, Andreas is a bit mid for combat, is she? Yeah, not ideal. That's not a bad way of doing it, Steve. Yeah, you can usually jump back out of the system if you're quick enough, but I'd forgotten it was there, so I got slightly screwed. Not the end of the world, but according to that, it's still night time. Give it another couple of hours, shall we? I hate that the escape key is the one to zoom out with. I was looking last night to see if I could do anything about it. Put it on a different button, like M or something. I press the map key over and over to do that and escape to get out. Because when I want to get back out, obviously my hand goes straight to escape. Because every game in the world, that's the way it works. This one, no, doesn't. Definitely not a fan of that. Yet apparently we slept in different rooms.
I do not see how that would be friendly. My name is my name, and it should not be altered without my permission.
You know,
We finally getting daylight? No, we're not apparently. I don't want much, I want daylight.
That's entirely fair.
Did you have a question for me, or did you just want to attempt to say my name?
I just wanted to check in with you and make sure all was well.
I appreciate that. All is well. Thank you. Barrett.
Okay, point made, Andreja.
I do like those two. The daylight hours are really weird on Aquila, but this is definitely a bit of a struggle. Andrew, thank you very much for the new sub. Welcome to the end. Right, let's try this again. Please be daytime when I land. Thank you. I didn't want much. Mary, Andrej, and Sarah at the same time. Yeah, I gather somebody managed to pull that off, Caleb. It seemed a bit much for me, really, but I did gather somebody pulled that off. Unintentionally, kind of. I have been looking forward to coming to Aquila City. Of all the locations, this is the one that is most interesting to me. So at least from having not yet visited this place, you know. But yeah, looking forward to that. So frames are going to be a bit of a struggle again.
Do you need something?
Let's get out there and do something new today, shall we?
Alright, where's your dad? Just assume he's your dad. There he is.
We'll try to keep out of your hair while we're en route. Bye.
Okay, so you head outside. We'll see how we do once we drop down there then.
Why anyone would want to live somewhere so old
nice, Steve.
Is beyond me.
It's not as old as, or at least I wouldn't think it's as old as New Atlantis, since it was the first founded settlement, but old-fashioned maybe, but... It's very vibey. I'm liking it a lot already.
All right, we're here. You ready?
Yeah.
Because once we get started, I'm gonna be riding your tail till this is over.
Is Cora coming or is she staying here?
She stays with the ship, usually. Got a few more years to go before I let her swill whiskey in some backwater bar.
Good call. Yeah, let's rock and roll.
There's something you should know up front. I'm a Co. As in Solomon Co., first man on Aquila. That tale I mentioned before, the one I think is connected to an artifact, it's something of a family legend. After planetfall, Solomon spent years mapping Aquila, and he found a tiny little patch of nothing on his sensors. The kind of nothing
Interesting.
an artifact produces. He called it the Empty Nest. Said it was a place even the wildlife of Aquila wouldn't go.
So find the empty nest in the artifact. Hold on a second, I need to bask in your celebrity status. You're actually related to the man who founded the entire faction. Samko is your ancestry, family Aquila Celesti. Collective settler.
Yeah, sorry. Thought you were just being polite, not mentioning it at all. A lot of people who don't know me assume my last name is Co because the name's so damn popular in the Freestar Collective. Thanks to Solomon. Once they find out I'm part of the legacy, things get complicated. So I try not to advertise it.
Let's just go with Sam, shall we? You family built Aquila?
Yeah. And the Coers have been coasting on that for 10 generations now. Solomon's always a larger-than-life figure if you read the histories, but if you just listen to a few recordings of the man, he was simple. Just wanted to keep moving forward.
Kind of an understandable feeling. Hold on, just need a second to bask in your celebrity status.
Okay. Smartass. This is why I don't like bringing it up. Solomon's maps are locked up tight in the local gal bank. We'll be heading there.
Just winding you up a bit, dude.
Here, this is for you.
Oh, thanks. You give me gifts?
It's not a gift, just a contribution to our cause. I spotted it on our last planetary foray. All part of the service.
I do like his jacket. It's not bad. You didn't have to do
Hey, I'm gonna pick
it.
things up one way or the other. I'll keep my eyes peeled. Who knows? Check in with me now and again and I might find more.
Favorite settlement has character like Riften did. I thought that most of them had some character in Skyrim. Riften was certainly not short on it. That's for full show. Aquila City. Yeah, it's the specific character I'm liking it. That's a lot of ground crew nosing around my ship. Good job we landed on a flat surface, really, isn't it? Given where I've put the weapons. Well, I had much in the way of choices, really. That is an ugly-looking ship over there. Well, Stroud Eckland was supposed to be like some kind of luxury. You're right over there, Sam. You seem to be being a bit weird. I mean, okay, like the inside of this bridge does look pretty comfy. Ought to be saying. It's pretty decent. It's a bit more Star Wars than Trek, I think, but that's fine. I think some just seem to lean one way or more than the other. A lot of the ships do tend to lean more Star Wars than Star Trek for the most part, to be fair. Spaceport's covered in mud and shit outside. I really like it. It's very grungy, kind of fringes of society, kind of Firefly-esque, and yeah, it's cool. I'm liking this a lot. And I got frames by some freaking miracle. Only 30 or so of them, but I've got some. 4 crew stations in those bad boy cockpits. Yeah, it's pretty chonky. Where is... the person who modifies ships and stuff. I don't see them. You know, a bit of wander around. What's going into the city over there, which we need to do in a minute. So I did notice that there was freestyle rail site, an awful looking thing. Oh, I'll do that from another angle later. Much else popping up, which is fine.
And scanning we go.
Off it goes, looking like one ugly ass cargo ship. Safe travels, gate 3. It's a big pile of mud and dirt. Like, it's very, very frontier. I do like it. Straight ahead when I face the sign. Okay, I'll have a gander. I'm just enjoying having a look around here because this is so different from everywhere I've been so far. Even the little backwater moons and stuff, the little settlements, they kind of have more of a UC vibe because they mostly have been UC orientated. There's the ship services building, I see it. But this is a whole other vibe, and I really like it. This is so far every bit as cool as I was hoping it would be. Okay, we get a shot from the other angle because that is very, very cool. Gate 1. I assume we're always going to land on the same platform, but... I'm just jogging his way through the mud there. Like, this is a guy who really knows his home. That is pretty cool.
Okay, if I just write it on a notepad?
As long as it's written and signed, it could be on a loaf of bread.
I like it. A bit too... I just thought, I think my other outfit might be... another outfit on the ship? Or is it not on the ship? And I might take... let's snap that. My outfit of choice is not actually here right now. That's unfortunate. So do I switch out for a Deimos outfit? Because I feel like I'm not really dressed for the occasion. Well, I might have to just make do with it. At least lab coat? No. I mean, I could stick the Varyrian ambassador suit on. But it's not really the way to go, is it? I guess I must have stashed it in... one of my homes somewhere. I'm sure I'll find an alternative somewhere. What I was going to try and go for... Is that better? I think that's a little better, yeah. Although, how I look like I'm running, and that doesn't work really. Trying to get a well-timed action pose. Which... that did not work either. Alright. Now how about it? It's better. It's not ideal. I'm gonna have to just make do with that. I've got something in mind here, and I'm just not quite getting what I wanted, but... No, I'm getting stuck, which is also not what I wanted to... For fuck's sake. Oh, that's a bit better. I feel like there is a good picture to be had here. Yeah, I can work with that. No one wants to be called the turkey.
It's pretty dangerous out in space these days. Got another freighter that needs clearance on New Homestead after this one.
Interesting.
Need some work done?
Cool, this guy's not actually just standing out there getting rained on.
We don't want any Terramore storming through here.
Pity he sounds exactly the same as the guy in New Atlantis, though. View and modify my ships.
Okay, no problem.
So, I want to see if he's got any cool new parts or anything. Okay. Hope Tech, nice. And some Stroud's pieces are finally appearing, which hopefully now means I'll actually be able to get some of these pieces on, like, in my upcoming outpost before long. So we've got an Armstrong. Oh, I don't know this one. Cockpit. It's a bit small, but it's kind of cool looking. It's a Hope Tech one, is it? Okay. So now we're getting into Stroud Eklund stuff. Viking must have been what we were looking at before. Tire Astroneering. Oh, not seen any of these guys' stuff before either. Not liking the look, personally. Different Docker styles. That's quite cool. Oh, and that one's a side-mounted one. And oh, finally, a front-mounted one. Oh, happy about that. We can finally actually create a different-looking, like, dock and setup thing. That's quite cool. New engines. Nothing particularly out there. Fuel tanks. Landing gear. Most of the landing gear is not the best looking out there. It's very vertical like that, and I can kind of see why, but not very appealing. Don't know. I might have to see if I can find a YouTube video somewhere out there where somebody's gone through every different one of these, because I know some people have and actually shown inside and outside. 2x1s, 3x1 there. Interesting. Yeah, there's so much stuff there. It's going to take bloody ages to go through and figure out what I want. Rather cool, though. Anyway, should we head into Aquila City? Ah!
It's not half bad.
Thanks, slightly disturbing lady.
No time to talk.
Established 2167 by Solomon Coe. This is a very cool entryway. Definitely has style.
Hold it. By order of Marshal Daniel Blake, I need to inform you we've got some trouble at Gal Bank. Folks might be in danger, so you may want to steer clear.
Never a dull moment around here.
I know you. You're Sam Coe. Marshal will be damn glad to have another Freestar Ranger helping out.
Afraid your information is a couple years out of date.
People in danger, I want to help. Keep that in mind. What's the trouble? Marshal Blake in charge of security. Marshal Blake in charge?
Not usually, but he took charge of the situation because the bank robbers are part of the Shaw gang. The Marshal's had a lot of experience dealing with the gang.
Interesting.
So he's calling the shots.
Yeah, I thought there might be some bits and pieces. Well, best meet space. Yeah, I might have had that in the back of my head now when I was putting the title in for this stream. Evening, Kay. Yes, this is my first visit to Aquila. I've been waiting to get here as part of the story rather than any other way because it just felt like it'd be better. And Yeah, so far I'm happy with that choice. So, what's the trouble?
Well, all I know is there was an attempted bank robbery and things went sideways. You'd have to ask the marshal if you want the whole story.
I get the feeling we will. And it looks like I'm going to be getting some cool new outfits before long, because this guy's outfit's already cool. Where's the girl bank?
It's just behind me on the right. The place is on lockdown, so you should steer clear unless you can help out.
People are in danger. I want to help.
I guess that'd be the marshal's call. Frankly, it ain't going well. Looks to be a stalemate. Maybe a little outside help would do some good.
Like sit on a roof and dome some dudes.
Usually peruse the Galbank vault. We better see if we can help move the situation along.
You stay where I can see you, Marshal. Everyone stays in front of the building. You got me?
It's just so freaking cool. I'm absolutely loving every second of this already.
Make a move toward the building. A hostage dies.
You planning to tell me your demands?
Kilo City. Feels like
It's just so kind of frontier space western vibe, like, which is exactly what they're going for, but they nailed it.
half my life trying to get out of this place.
Like who?
Fuck that. This is where I want to be, man.
Not one of your rangers, and not these city guards neither.
What the hell am I supposed to do with that?
This does look to be somewhat problematic. But cool as shit. Marshal?
You need to stand back now.
No, I really don't, buddy. Not here to cause trouble. What's going on? Sounds like you said, what's going on?
It's a hostage situation. Now please, get back, or I'll have the guards drag you away.
Seems pixelated and blurry. Yeah, that's probably on your end, Daniel. Try giving it a refresh, or check the cog at the bottom for streaming rates. Sometimes YouTube decides you need to be watching it in like 120p or some shit like that. So I'd have a look at that. YouTube has funny ideas sometimes. Look like you could use some help.
I don't mean to be rude, but I don't know you.
I'm surprised if you did. I just landed.
Kilo City at its finest, I see.
But you know him.
Well, I'll be damned. Sam Coe. Been a long time. I won't hold my breath about you being here to take the badge again. Listen, Sam, just so you know, I don't blame you for how it went down. For the others, though, you might get a different reception.
Thanks. I appreciate you saying so. But I figure some of that reception is owed. Still, I appreciate the sentiment, Marshal. It seems you got a situation. My friend here may be the answer you're looking for.
All right, Sam.
I got a really fucking big rifle. I just go that through a window with.
Folks from the Shaw gang tried to rob the place, but they got spotted by a guard. They took everyone inside hostage, and now they're keeping a watch so we can't move against them. They're using the intercom to communicate.
Is there a sewer entrance that come out underneath and just like sneak in and take them out, like John Wick style or something? Must have made some bombs. Got the drop in pretty good. Embarrassing. Sure. Tell me about the Shaw gang.
It's a big group that hides outside the city and runs smuggling jobs off-world. They take in all kinds, rookies and veterans alike. Judging by their lack of preparation, I'd say this particular group is green as hell. Probably their first attempt at heist. That should work in our favor. Right about now, they're probably wishing they've just stayed home.
Yeah, I'm definitely been looking forward to getting into this spot, cracking for sure. Not wrong with being a hill. I think my cousin wife as well. Oh, that's practically like non-related in that situation, isn't it? For a hillbilly. They usually went a bit closer than that. I wouldn't say they're particularly hillbilly types. They're more like, just kind of frontier living types. Rough and tumble. They must have made some demands.
They won't talk to me. Say they don't trust the badge. They want a neutral negotiator. In other words, they didn't have a plan for this, so they're stalling while they come up with one.
I can slip in and unsee it, take him up quick. What's your plan? You got a plan?
Without demands, I ain't got much to work with. About all we can do is...
Guessing that guy's a bank manager behind him. Maybe I could talk some sense into them. I could slip in unseen, take them out quick. Could try and talk some sense into them. Or if I could slip in unseen, taking them out is probably easier for me.
Guess we're done here. I told you to stand back.
Yeah, I ain't listening. Looks like you could use some
I
help.
don't mean to be... Now, please, stand back.
Aquila City at its...
Well, I won't hold my breath. Listen, Sam. For the others, though, you...
Thanks. I appreciate you saying...
So I had a quick save on there before I went in. I should have done that before I started this conversation, really, shouldn't I?
Some folks from the show, they took everyone inside hostage. They're using the intercom to communicate.
Made some demands.
They won't talk to them. In other words, they...
Let's try and talk some sense into them.
All right, I'm willing to allow that.
Even ancient?
But a few things first. Say what you have to, but whatever they ask for, there's no way in hell I'm giving it to them. Also, there are lives at stake, so don't get cavalier. Find out what they want, and then report back to me.
Take it slow and steady. Look for every opportunity to de-escalate. You got this.
Hey, you in the bank. I'm sending in a negotiator, so don't shoot.
Hands where I can
General
see
Kenobi.
don't try nothing.
Seems we've got a little excitement on our hands.
Well, that's one word for it.
You're the negotiator, huh?
It doesn't look like a bank robber leader to me.
Up here and get us to surrender?
Yep, I am General Kenobi. Only works if you're willing to cooperate. Let's get this over with. I'd like to know who I'm talking to. What's your name?
It's Jed. Jed Bullock.
Nice to meet you, Jed. Okay. Good to meet you, Jed.
Well, ain't you polite? So tell me, stranger, how do I know you're gonna deal straight with us?
Trust me, the Marshal did. He got a choice. Let's try and persuade him. Give you my word, just want to help.
I don't know you, so why should your word mean anything to me?
Fair point. And so you don't trust me right now, I'm your only lifeline. I just want to help make sure things are in the right way, either or. Oh, that's a tough call to go for which one I should go for. Probably wants to get out there in one piece. You're only alive and if things end the right way. Either of those should work. I'm going to go with lifeline now.
Yeah?
Nope.
Well, maybe that's just what you want us to think.
Apparently not.
So we'll give up.
Not only on side. If nothing else, I'm going to take it out of that bank. I don't need your trust. I've got the Marshal and the guards on my side, and they've all got real itchy trigger fingers. What the hell do I care? Trust me or don't, doesn't change the fact you're surrounded and trapped. That's tempting. He's going to want out. Not on the outside. I'm going to take it out of that bank. Okay, let's try that one.
I'm so ready to get out of here.
Thought he might want to get out of there. Without getting slaughtered, I would assume. Can't stay locked up in there forever. Might be the only thing keeping the Marshal and his boys from bringing a vitamin into the situation. The only way you're getting out of here alive. It's probably a bit too full on. Let's try this one again, I think.
Yeah.
Yes!
I'm already sick to death of this place.
You really want to stay trapped in that bank? No, don't whisper something's bullshit. You know you have no choice but to trust me. And the only way you're getting out of this bank alive. I'm going to try. You really want to stay trapped in there because I don't think he does. He's made that fairly clear.
We've been in worse
damn it.
than this. We can handle being stuck in a bank. Nothing you say is going to change my mind, so let's just move on.
Well, I wanted to try and chat my way through this, but that did not work. So I guess we're going to have to take a different approach. What's the condition of the hostages? Must be something you want. What's the condition of the hostages?
Damn much. Complain about everything. But as much as we'd like to, none of us has shot one yet.
What are your demands?
We want to guarantee a safe passage to the spaceport and a ship. We'll drop the hostages off somewhere safe in the system. After that, we'll radio back where they are, and the Marshal and his crew can come and get them. But if anybody follows us when we break orbit, we start shooting people. Got it?
Take your word, get your ship. Pretty tall order. How do we know you keep your word? Take a while.
Oh, hell. The Freestar Rangers have got ships. They can give us one of them. This whole damn job's gone wrong. It was supposed to be just a quick hit. Clean and simple, you know? So let's just...
Yeah, I'm not sure they have any NASCAR tickets, Caleb.
Because my guys, they're going crazy in here. I don't know how much longer we can last.
I'm sure you got a toilet in there. It's not too late to end this peacefully. See if I can't persuade my way out of this.
What do you mean?
Yeah, if one hostage dies, your robbery charge becomes a murder charge. You'd rather that didn't happen. Don't force the marshal. Well, yeah. Don't make it a murder charge.
Damn it. I didn't think of it that way.
Nobody's been hurt yet. Surrender now. The judge may go easy. Marshal's going to keep those hostages safe, whatever it takes. Let them go before he has to take drastic action. Tough, but I do risking your lives by doing this. That is also true. Judge might go easy on you. I mean, that's only going to give me one. I need a big one, really, don't I? Risking your lives by doing this. I'm going to risk it and try that one.
Nice try.
Didn't really think so.
The Shaw gang don't scare that easy.
You do some time sure, but nowhere near as much time as if a hostage dies. Might as well let prisoners go. They're keeping you safe, but they're not. No good outcome for you here. If you get up now, at least you still have your lives. Let's try that one.
It's up to the Marshal to make sure the hostages don't get hurt. Nah, it's too late to back out now. We're seeing this through.
Well, more for you.
To get that ship ready so we can all walk away from this thing without anybody getting hurt.
Well, if he's not willing to be reasonable, I'll go in there and I'll shoot him, because I'm not really that concerned with his safety.
Security around here is a joke.
Yeah, frame rate's dipping back a little bit.
Scared. I can tell.
Let's see if we can't give it a quick kick. See if we can get it to run a little bit more smoothly. I don't know if it's actually going to work, but we'll try it. At least it doesn't take too long to boot this game up. It's one of the things they have definitely gotten right. One of the many, I think. Killer. Critical hits against an enemy ship really kill its entire crew, just leaving it dead in the water. Can rarely kill its entire crew, leaving it dead in icy. I think I spoke a little too soon there, didn't I? Well, there we go.
Those guys are scared. I can tell.
Well, it did help a little bit, but not much.
I heard every word. He's talking too loud. Sign of fatigue. All that fear and exhaustion are taking a toll. They're not thinking straight. That puts us in a very precarious position.
Something more we can do. Should I go back and try to talk to him again?
Nah, you'd be wasting your time. Or worse, it'd make them angry. No sense risking that.
Must be something we can do.
I appreciate your idealism. But there were only ever two ways this could end. You've already ruled out one of them, so that leaves us with only one option. We have to free the hostages by taking out their captors. Problem
Works
is,
for me.
They're keeping me and the guards in sight at all times.
Nice.
If we try to move against them, they'll see us coming.
Put the amateurs down before they don't hit him. I can go in, not pay security costs, so I might catch them off guard, make it worth a while. Let's go with the soldier one.
Done this kind of work before, huh? Good. I'll feel a lot better about sending in a professional.
I really hope this doesn't go wrong.
Kind of cold-blooded.
Now, I see two ways we can play this. You could ask to see the hostages. And once you're inside, you can make your move. If you're quick, I think you can take them out before they have a chance to respond. But you'll have to shoot to kill. There's also a back.
And game with that would be easier.
Most of their attention's focused out front here, so they may not be watching it as closely. This key should unlock it.
Alright, well, I'll save that. I'm thinking the back door's going to be the play, but we'll see how it goes. The hitching post. An external bar, whereas there are other bars around, I believe. Ah, so cool. City's absolutely awesome looking.
I heard Mr. Wright's going to be looking for an apprentice soon.
Robotech's a peach of a job.
Can you get certified in time?
Shouldn't be a problem. You sure he doesn't have someone in mind already?
He might, but you're an hard worker, smart. All you need is an interview, and I know he'll hire you.
Thanks.
So what's he going to do? Roll up to the door and tell a person behind reception that he's looking for Mr. Wright? Radar firearms? Well, I'm going to have to climb over, aren't I? I didn't repair it. Just getting to this part of the game? Yep, I'm just getting to this part of the game. We're doing a few other bits and pieces first and sort of staying on the... Staying on the UC side of things.
Gotta relax. I'm getting all worked up over nothing.
Nowhere to hide! Day another bad guy.
Got him.
That's how you get
the leader down.
Gonna kill you, traitor!
Traitor? What traitor? That's Sam, which was not quite the plan. See, this is why I don't like Tesla guns very much. I don't think I really need to pick up that maelstrom, did I? Oh, what's Sarah's commitment gift? Oh, it's UC dog tags. I kind of thought it might be, actually. Honest. Give me 1 second. I want to have a quick word with Sam here.
We won't be able to find something. If you need me to haul something, I'm willing.
He's got some kind of rifle there from the look of it.
Next time.
Does it look like a lawgiver he had there?
We can push this. Happy to even out the load.
Yeah, it was, judging by the ammo. So I want to give him that. And I believe it uses 11mm caseless, doesn't it? So we'll go with the old Fallout classic of giving him a single round. Apparently that's all I have to give him. Oops, that wasn't quite the right button. B to equip, isn't it? Yeah. There we go.
Yep.
Now he's got a beast of a gun. Jobs again. Looted them for bodies. That would explain a lot. William Crowley.
Now I have two heroes, Solomon Coe and you.
Excuse me, I'm going to vomit into a bucket. Although, I don't feel like these guys were packing that kind of heat, to be honest. Marco Johnson.
We owe you everything.
Elizabeth Cardwell.
I hope the Marshal gives you a big reward.
Well, it was not very clean, and actually, instantly, this is the room I need to be in. Oh, oh, thank God for that. I nearly accidentally stole something there. Let's head back through and see if we can't loot these folks. Already back at his desk. That's a guy with a bit too much dedication to the cause, I think, there. Front door key. Never blast disruptor. That's an interesting choice. I don't think that elbow grease skewer is what I want. Fortunately, didn't go so well for him, that did it. Oh man, what do you mean I can't steal the cred sticks? What have you got? Did you pick a rescue axe? Ammo. It's not what I'd expect the back room of a bank to look like, to be honest with you. I'm kind of curious where this vent's gonna go. Just for future reference, in case I ever have to burglarise the bank myself. Quite what I was hoping for. Just there's a vent on the roof, something will let me in here. Oh well. If I go out the front door, am I going to get shot at? You managed to persuade them to surrender, did you see? That's not bad going.
That was incredibly brave of you.
Well, thank you. Not bad going for you two. Didn't have quite so much luck. I haven't put enough points into persuasion, I don't think.
Security around here is a joke.
Nice work.
What do you say?
I heard the fight. The hostages, are they safe?
Yep. Hostages are fine, Shore Gang not so much.
Is that so? Shame it had to come to that. But you got the job done and saved lives. Here, you've more than earned this. You got us out of a tough spot, and you did it with courage that's not common. As a matter of fact, you might just be Freestar Ranger material. If you're interested, head on over to the Rock and ask for Emma Wilcox. She handles the new recruits.
Bear that in mind.
All right.
Oh, at 7,600 credits for my trouble there. Nice. Is that the Rock? I'm guessing that's the Rock over there.
It's okay. I'm okay. I just need a minute.
Ah, this place is so cool. I really love this design.
Well, that was fun.
If those bastards so much as laid a hand on you.
No, nothing like that happened. They were more scared than we were.
Okay, good. Aquila City has to be the worst port in the settled systems.
Lovely man, isn't he? Stop at level 2 persuasion next time, 3 to 4 SAP. I don't know where I am actually, to be honest. There you go, 2 at the moment. I'd kind of like to bump it up to about here at least. So I feel like the 20% bonus is just not quite enough. And drop another rank in here eventually, but where I'm actually going to go, I don't know. How are we doing for time? 24. Okay, so I guess... Oh, it's a bar. I thought it was a bank. We'll head back in and go to the Galbank Vault. And after that, we'll have a shufty around the city, probably. Ooh, Samuel. Because I'm sitting on 2 at the moment, and I fail more persuasions than I succeed, and it's kind of frustrating. So, whether that's just because my logic is good and everybody else's is terrible, I don't know, but could well be the case. Still find it weird that I can't actually use the ATM.
I've had quite enough excitement for now.
I can imagine, bud.
I suppose I'll have to write a report about all of this.
I'm sure that'll be very exciting.
I'm thinking I ought to hire some guards.
Well, apparently I just need to walk into the vault. I mean, I know I just cleared out all the bad guys and stuff, but I do feel like I shouldn't be allowed to do that. Still sitting on persuasion level 1. Well, like I say, 2's not giving me a great deal of luck yet.
My family has a few different deposit boxes secured in here, so let's look around. Here's a copy of the key.
Just randomly hands you a copy of the key.
Now remember, Solomon was from an earlier generation, so it's not going to be on a slate. Big bundles of paper is what we're after.
Alien critter display. I mean, I could take that. It's not what I'm after. Note for Sam. Empty desktop display, coffee glass, small fancy dispenser. Guess I'm going to eyeball the note for Sam, because, well, you know. I can't read it from that menu, unfortunately. Probably shouldn't, but, you know. Sam and you and your friends were coming to plunder your heritage. At some point, you want those maps, you know, to find me Jacob. Okay. So apparently that's what I was actually looking for. I didn't see it that way. Sam, he knocks up around out here. They're going to think they're being robbed again.
Oh, no. Jacob. Of course that old mule saw this coming.
Who's Jacob and why has he got the maps?
He's just a bitter old man. Interfering in what's none of his business.
Those the donuts. It's his dad. I'm walking into drama. This is the part where I walk into drama.
You gonna be like this the whole way?
Oh, yeah.
Damn it. I was hoping to avoid the estate. Cora's gonna be so mad.
Why would Cora be mad?
Because I told her we wouldn't have time to check in with her. Look, I was trying not to do this, okay?
Take a break, let your brooder dark corner somewhere. Nice and nine it. We need to next level me. Tell me what's going on.
We really gotta do this.
Can't trust another 3-star. Going to the estate anyway. I'm going to find out. Open up, come on. He's clearly a family member. Why don't you just tell me? Let's try the 3-star collective settler, see if that goes somewhere.
Had to pull that one out, did you?
Yeah. We're going anyway. I'm going to find out anyway.
Yeah, well, I don't gotta say it.
Can't work together if you don't trust me. No harm telling me. Drop the tough guy act. Can't work together if you don't trust me.
I know, it's just...
Yes! Thought that would work.
Personal. Alright, fine. He's my dad, okay? We're not exactly on friendly terms. He probably figured I'd come for the maps at some point. Got ahead of me. Family business just wasn't something I wanted to get into, you know?
You say that you brought us here and brought Cora. What about Cora? She and your dad get along?
God, that's the worst part. They're thick as thieves. Last thing I need is Jacob in her life. Let's leave it at that.
Now that could go one of two ways. Either he could want his presumably granddaughter in his life, but end up being a bad influence, or he could actually be trying to be a decent grandparent and, you know, do better this time around. And Sam can't see it because of the shit that he's carrying around. Either of these are fair and possible outcomes. Say that, but he brought us here and brought Cora.
One thing's got nothing to do with the other. I was hoping for a quick in and out, no muss, no fuss. Turns out my luck didn't hold. Listen, there's gonna be a whole lot more of this ahead if I need to talk to my old man, so I'll try, but get ready for it.
Guy doesn't seem to like me trying to help him deal with his shit. Seems to dislike when I try to help him deal with his shit. Which is an unusual take on an RPG character, but that's cool. Alright. Kila City info. Hello there, friend. You stand now in Kila City, capital of the Freestar Collective and symbol of hope and freedom for every soul in the subtle systems. Here we are. In the year 2167, intrepid trailblazer Solomon Coe claimed and named the Xion star system. He then set his boots down on this very planet, which he named Aquila. And although he was but a single man, Solomon Coe named his new settlement Aquila City, because he knew that someday his dream would come true and this tiny outpost would one day grow into the thriving frontier town it is today. All we ask is that you treat everyone you meet in Aquila City the way you'd want to be treated yourself, with respect, kindness and good cheer. Our trained security officers are here for your protection, but it's protection you'll seldom need. We do ask everyone in Aquila City, be it visitor or resident, to stay within the settlement's walls. The Ashta roam freely on the other side and will view any human being as prey. Commitment to freedom. Freedom. Throughout the course of recorded history, that word has meant so many things to so many people. For Solomon Coe, let's spoonerize his name a little bit. True understanding of the concept came in the year 2161 when the newly formed United Colonies issued the Centaurus Proclamation, thereby formalising the colonisation of any star system in our galaxy. That was the moment Solomon Coe knew his destiny lay elsewhere. The minute they opened the door. In order to free himself, both in body and spirit, he would need to heed to his wanderlust and venture alone into the stars, and so he did. Sadly, the United Colonies' commitment to the very freedom they protected was short-lived, as Solomon Coe expanded upon his dream and invited other star systems to join him in what he called the Freestar Collective. The United Colonies' leadership revealed their true colours. Exploration was seen as aggression, freedom as defiance. Pretty much. What followed were two bloody conflicts, the Narian War and the Colony War. In both, the United Colonies tried to erase Aquila City and indeed the Freestar Collective from the face of the settled systems. They claimed they were defending their borders. Outer space is infinite, and yet they wanted our own. Why? Because the very thought of freedom and to those who wish only to control is unacceptable. And yet here you stand in Aquila City, the proud capital of the Freestar Collective. Freedom is hard earned, freedom is hard fought, but freedom is always worth it. Well, yeah, again, a little bit excessive spin on that, but closer to the way it actually went down than the UC would have it phrased. Catch you later, Noel. Have a good one. What level am I? 30-something? Early 30s? Business directory, buildings and night, Freestar Rangers. Business directory. Whether you live in Aquila or are just visiting, you find every business imaginable, from small independent stores to larger retailers. Some of the businesses you'll find here in Aquila City. Midtown, Roland Arms, Hitching Post, Shepherd's General Store. I read that Shepherd's Pie General Store, which is a bit of a different idea. Midtown Minerals, Stone Root Inn, and Laredo Firearms. Okay. Chunks, Sinclair's Books, and Terra Brew, all in the middle of town. And the Stretch is where Aggie's is. Okay. Other buildings of note. In the core, you've got the Rock, the Co Estate, and a memorial. Midtown, you've got Spaceport, Galbank, and Sanctum Universum. And House of the Enlightened. The Stretch is Ice Earl's Alien Extravaganza and the Trade Authority. Okay, so don't quite know where any of those other two spots are yet, but I'm sure we'll find out. Freestar Rangers. Just as the Freestar Collective stands as a symbol of freedom for the settled systems, so too do the Freestar Rangers serve as a symbol of freedom to the Freestar Collective. Founded in 2231, the Rangers are the protectors of the people and ideals of the Freestar Collective. It's not enough to call them police, and too much to consider them soldiers. Rather, the Rangers are guardians, your guardians. They've dedicated their lives to the service for the Freestar Collective. But don't take our word for it. The Rangers welcome all inside the Rocks, which serves not only their headquarters, but Aquila City's primary meeting place and watering hole. There you can meet the members of this elite organisation and learn firsthand how committed the small, dedicated forces to the ideals first shared by Solomon Coe himself. Cool. Bit of a general idea. So we've got Spaceport that way, Co Plaza and Midtown, and the core that way. Okay, let's go this way where it's not labelled at all. What's this? Storage, apparently. Just a storeroom. With a crapper in it that I can't get access to. So that's the Trade Authority. Presumably this is all going to open up a bit more soon. Shooting range. Radar firearms.
Full body workout here.
In this mud? Yeah, you're not wrong, buddy. Okay. I feel like there might be some kind of quest-related thing to do here.
Rush anything?
No, as long as you clean up after yourself, she don't mind.
After the
Somebody
job
look-
with the bank, should be
Mrs. Lance is a killer through.
Interesting.
Nice grouping. On
There's a
that
quest to pick up.
Yeah, the site was off and to the left. I dialed it in good. Same time next week?
You know it. Yeah.
I was kind of wondering if there's anybody around here who'd want to organise me using the shooting range, but it doesn't look like there is. Mind if I do? No shot. I think, don't aim high. Keep your shots on target. Or at least close to the target. Oh, that's good people.
Apparently, Laredo doesn't charge anything to use the range.
Well, that's quite cool.
You should check. This range here is Aquila's best kept secret.
Blap. And I don't want to risk doing that in case they suddenly decide they don't want me shooting here after all. Interesting. Six conversations, not just yes, no. Percentage increase for the perk. Yeah, no, I'm with you, Steve. You've got to go with what aligns with that person's interests and wants and so on and so forth. Of course, I follow out a simple logical, is this aligned with what their interests seem to be? And the rest of the world's idea of logic seems to be quite different to mine. That's the problem. Always has been. it's rather cool. Probably not the best place to take that picture from, actually. Holy shit, like how fucking cool is this? Extremely cool. Absolutely loving this design. No two ways about it. If I was going to live in this universe, this is where I'd want to be. No doubt in my mind. The level of detail in this place is just awesome. They're talking about, before the game came out, they were talking about New Atlantis being the largest city they'd ever made and having the most amount of custom art and stuff like that. Because I assume that was what they were talking about. It seemed to be the case. But this just looks, I mean, yeah, maybe not the biggest, but it certainly feels more detailed than New Atlantis does. To my eye. Very brown. Large and easy to get lost. Well, I'm kind of okay with that. The wooden palisade around the spaceport's a bit odd, but given that the rest of the city's, you know, brick walls, but... So that might be the back door into the radar firearms. Now I want to explore and see what's what.
I actually met a guy who finished the Red Mile. He lost an eye in the process, but he did walk away with a pile of credits. And I mean, you got 2 eyes, right?
That is the first I've heard of Red Mile, the Great Laredo Caper. That's interesting. Sounds like there's something going on over here as well. And then there's the Red Mile. You are leaving the perimeter.
We got a big old sign. Danger. If they open up the gate and go out there, it's on their own head. But if they're far afield, they got no idea what they're in for. You want to warn them? You know I don't like talking to strangers. Then you chose a hell of a profession.
Lol. Warning, you are leaving the protected You are leaving the protected perimeter. Proceed at your own risk. Whoever did that with that in mind, I have no doubt.
Got no complaints. Granted, there was a period there where I wasn't sure where my life was going, but now, all good.
I've got no complaints, he says rather aggressively, like, oh, there we go, a couple of people there with names. Red Miles, blah, 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 blah. Great Laredo Caper, had 2 girls talking. Cool. Charity of the Wolf, special source, we'll deal with that another time. Actually, we should probably do that before the end of the evening. That would be quite cool.
That's just how things are.
What's this? I don't know, but I'm going to go and find out. I'm already thinking it's cool. We are back up on the walls from the look of it. Guard towers and guard posts and stuff here are very cool. What's the gravity like here? Oh, holy crap, that is some high gravity, actually. 1.5. 50% higher gravity than on Earth. People who grew up and lived here would just be like... looking muscly as hell compared to people from other planets, including Earth. So that's some heavy gravity. It's a cool bookshop I should visit in this town. That does sound like it's worth a look. I do like a good bookshop. But I'm not sure I want to read all of the lore in a bookshop.
I'm worried about the food they're eating. Eating nothing but oishi ramen and kinok pancakes can't be good for your health.
No, I imagine that's going to do a number on your bathroom breaks. This city is just so cool. Bit too clean considering it's outside on the walls, but okay. Loving the design here. Quite the warren of streets and alleyways and stuff. Apart from the whole Wild West frontier town thing, which obviously, you know, some slightly terminals. I forgot myself turned around a little bit. Okay, that's the hitching post. That's the Gal Bank, I assume.
We'll take it from here.
Is Solomon Cole really all that?
Well, who knows? Yeah, it kind of reminds me a little bit of where I grew up, with all the little alleyways and connecting pathways and stuff like that. My hometown. It's very much in a similar vein. Also a lot of bare grey stone, that sort of thing is very, very familiar in its own way as well.
SSNN says that spacers and the fleet are getting worse.
They're not wrong.
Always said. It's just fear-mongering.
I got a cousin that's a freighter captain. He says it's dangerous out there. Like, no fooling danger.
You'll be a lot happier in life if you just don't watch the news. Live your
He's
life.
not
Look
wrong.
after you and yours, maybe help the low house now and again, and you'll be far richer in the ways that matter.
I didn't peg you for a philosopher.
A little later than I wanted to be there, because I thought it was going to be a fun conversation to jump in on. A fun fighter, rather. There's the Terror Brew, looking scuffed up and dirty in a really cool kind of way. I freaking love this city already. House of the Enlightened. Okay, that's my character's faith. Somebody's grandies are out on the washing line. It's, yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean, Daniel. It's not exactly thrown me yet, but... yeah, it does feel a lot like wandering around a miniature version of my hometown, in a way. Only way more sci-fi and western and stuff at the same time.
In fact, things have been going so well, I'm kind of worried.
The lighting has changed, which is cool.
You really going through with it?
I get tired of being ordered around. I want to be my own boss.
But list, that's like walking a tightrope without a safety net.
I come from a line of farmers. Good ones, too. I just need a patch of land, the right lady, and we could make a good life.
And what if a spacer comes along? The Rangers won't help you out of 3-star space.
I've been practicing at the firing range. I can hold my own.
Conversations are quite cool as well. A little different in tone to... ooh, nice outfit. Maybe not. A little different in tone to in New Atlantis as well, which is cool. And then I'm down here again. Okay, that's cool. What we got over here? Creation field.
Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to be everywhere?
How exactly is it that your football games are getting so aggressive that you need armed guards? Well, okay, well, I think I've just answered that question in my own head, to be honest. But ooh, that looks very cool in the evening with the way that's lit up. Isn't that cool? Well, the city is cool. Some serious football hooliganism going on down here, that would seem. Not wearing the right outfit to get a... It's in the daylight, I might get a picture set under that. Just wearing a more appropriate costume. This is so cool. Could certainly use a few more signposts around this town. But I haven't got too lost yet. Managed to more or less keep my sense of direction. This is quite cool. Just like a VIP box or something. We generally, I don't know actually. I can say we don't generally have VIP boxes in football stadiums, but I really don't know. Never having actually been to one. Sam, get back here. Blocking my view. Ah, loving it. If this is where I think it is... Yep, okay, I was over there before. It's the enlightened back door, okay. This is my kind of town. Very, very cool. I mean, maybe the textures don't hold up when you get that close, but the minute you take a step back, they're fine. Just don't stick your face in it, you'll be alright. Finally, I feel like this is something I've been looking forward to exploring this place. And even though it is kind of easy to get a bit turned around and lost in the alleyways and stuff, especially in the dark, I feel like you don't have to go very far before you find somewhere that makes it, possible to see places you recognise. Just find a balcony or something, turn a couple of corners, and you'll figure out where you are in relation to something else before too long. Background music for this spot's quite nice as well. It's not surprising because, Ian Zer's music's amazing.
Hey, no funny stuff with that boost pack. Got enough flight traffic as it is.
That was a hell of a thing to see.
Thanks, buddy. Too busy taking the piss out of that guy and end up breaking my own ankles trying to take the piss out of him. And then Sam's just like, you dick. Ah. This is interesting. Now I get down here. Well, there's a way down here, but how does it connect to other places? What is this? Okay. I'm seeing the connections now. Kind of, maybe, possibly. Storage. So bloody cool. Cheeseburger? Yes, please.
No, just some graffiti. We cleaned it right up. No harm, no. I mean, some of that work was even pretty good. Almost hated to clean it up.
Well, just keep an eye on it. If the water filtration gets busted, it's bottled water until we get it back up and running.
This is exceedingly cool.
Carrots are coming in nice. Still have some potatoes to harvest.
Looks like it's gonna be a good year.
I feel like I kind of need to...
So we're gonna have a house, Mom? That's what Mr. Tate is working on. We'll have to move out when construction begins.
A for real house, like the ones in the core?
It's not going to be a manor house, honey. But 4 walls, a roof, floor.
Can Audrey move in with us?
Maybe. Mr. Tate says he's starting with 4 houses, so we'll have neighbors.
Don't even think about leaving the city. Ashta out there, and they are no joke.
Yeah, we'll be right.
Is that your ship that landed not too long ago? Sure is something.
Yeah, I feel like I want to head back to the main entrance and then kind of start exploring the city out from the other side and get to the back from the front there, rather than trying to do a big loop, because then I think I'll be less likely to get turned around. Well, I think I'm going to have too much trouble with that, but... Well, hello, that's pretty cool looking. Kind of turned me around, but mostly because the camera spun. Definitely a fan. Right, I'm going to loop back round to the front. And I think our final order of business is probably going to involve scaring some tourists on Titan. Probably. Before we wrap things up. Because, yeah, I've got a lot more of the city to explore yet.
I recommend Laredo's firearm factory. Built right here. There's rolling arms if you're not a fan of Laredo.
I'm a fan of Laredo, actually, but, I also want to check out both, just to see what's there. Night, Rainy. Have a good one. There is a hell of a lot of cool stuff I need to check out here. But I'm absolutely loving this town so far. This is a really freaking cool achievement.
Hopefully you're not some UC drone.
I'm not. I'm only wearing their clothes because I haven't got anything better yet, and I was stuck hanging out in their territory for a while. Wasn't part of the plan. Not the life plan, anyway. What's going to be the best way down from here? Let's go this way. I'm stuck. Ah, Seth, get out of the way. Ah! I do feel a little like I've somehow not found the best way down here. Aha! Stairs. The main thing I want to go shopping for here next is trying to find a cool outfit to wear in the city. Or just in general, because, you know, got to rock that Frontier Freestar sort of look, haven't we? I think exploring more of the centre of town and the shops and stuff will probably have a bit more luck with that. That is a hella cool look. Damn.
Just keep your gun holstered during your stay.
Sounds like a good day then, Caleb. So yeah, let's saddle up again and we will just go quickly wrap up this thing on Titan and hopefully get a ridiculous but cool outfit. And then we'll continue our journey through Aquila next time, particularly this story quest line, which will be tomorrow. And then after that, I'm kind of going to be spoiled for choice. I think after that, I might head back and we might do the Crimson Fleet stuff, which I think will be fun.
Orbit locked.
But we'll see after that. One of your favourite cities? Yeah, I'm definitely a fan of this so far. Very, very cool. Do the Rangers quest. It's on the to-do list. I think I want to cross off the UC Vanguard stuff first, which will be Crimson Fleet. Not in a rush to progress through the story, really. I don't feel like rushing this is the way to go, to be honest.
Get tired of that?
Yeah, on the whole, very, very cool. Better rewards out of the Rangers quest? I'm sure there'll be good stuff. But again, I kind of don't want to get those rewards at too low a level, because if they're in any way leveled whatsoever, then I don't want to out-level cool things. We'll see how that goes. Definitely want to... I kind of like the idea of crossing off a chunk of the... the UC stuff, or the main... main chunk of the UC stuff.
Stay here a while. Lots to look at.
Before we really dive into 3-star space and start hanging out there quite extensively, is yeah, can't wait. 3-star is what I've been most looking forward to since even before the game came out.
Enjoy your visit here.
I love the all different kinds of styles of sci-fi. Well, yeah, but that particular vibe is bang on. I'll admit, say I love different kinds of sci-fi, and I do, but also immediately my brain's just gone down to a couple of sci-fi things recently that I couldn't really get on with. Oh yeah, we need to do this as well, don't we, while we're here?
It's so cold here.
Good to see you
I
again.
guess I should have expected that.
About that sauce.
Got the chunk special sauce for you.
Just in time, too. I'm practically salivating just thinking about that sauce. Man, you really saved my butt. Corporate's gonna see just how much this place is gonna turn around. Thanks again.
You're not a strange boy at all.
I could have sworn I've seen those silly little space frog posters somewhere else. Never thought I'd see them here.
Sidonia, that's where, and I'm guessing they managed to get over here and visit somehow, which I wouldn't have expected.
We live
Okay.
a simple life on New Homestead, but make no mistake, it's fulfilling.
There's some dangerous areas around here that aren't part of any tours.
Somebody didn't like me picking that own thing up.
Hold it right there. You're under arrest.
I do nothing. I go up, do what you have to do, pay credits. I'm kind of tempted to kick your head in. Fine, so no 7 credits. I don't think there's anything else on me that's stolen that I particularly care about. Don't think so.
You're coming with us. We'll be taking any contraband and stolen property you have on you.
I said I'd pay a fine and I'll let you take the stolen property, which I don't have on me. Not that I'd let you take me to prison.
that Ferraro guy won't give us any more trouble. Thanks for bringing him in.
Am I on Mars?
Have a depressing effect on some people. Make sure to get yourself.
I'm on Mars. That was not what I was anticipating. But also, they got me there really quickly. So they arrested me, fined me, took nothing because I didn't have anything, and shipped me all the way over to Mars. I'm not best pleased about this.
This colony's a lot smaller than I thought it would be.
It's supposed to be a fast food restaurant.
In an obviously fake monster costume, trying to scare people.
You don't say. Yeah, this was supposed to be a fast food restaurant, not a, strip club.
Welcome back. Hey, you're back. I knew I could count on you. You are a real...
Welcome to Chunks. Thanks for choosing Chunks. Which chunks would you like today?
Yeah, I mean, I object to being shipped all the way over there. Also, how does my ship get to Mars if they drag me off? I assume they took me there in a security ship. Not in a... not in my ship. You never know, I suppose they might have... Well, it's still where I left it, despite the fact that I have reloaded since. Weird. Not complaining.
If you take one of those stupid tours, make sure to follow the rules. They're for your own safety. And my sanity. I saw another group of tourists making their way outdoors, ripe for scaring. Want to help me out again?
Yep.
Okay. Why not? We don't want to let these monster sightings go too few and far between. We're bound to see results soon. Are you ready to put on the monster costume and go scare them right now?
Thank you very much for the new sub, Bruce. Welcome on in. Yeah, no, it's good.
I think it might be worth trying. Good luck out there.
I kind of want to try food from that Chunks place, but my papa says it's just a bunch of junk food for tourists.
It's just a bunch of junk food. I wouldn't even go as far as tourists, but, you know. Don't know which way I want to go, really. Let's go this way, because why not? Yeah.
Sure
Yeah.
nice.
Still a little surprised how that, that getting arrested on Titan and waking up on Sidonia thing went. Wasn't really expecting that.
I don't mind the tourists. Help the local economy.
Also a little surprised from the standpoint of all I did was pick that frame up and move it across the floor. I didn't actually take it. And yet I still get the same treatment as if I did take it, which is weird. They're over this way, are they? It's interesting. The fact that that thing was not where I left, or was rather where I moved it to, not where it was when I initially loaded the game. It's interesting. It raises certain questions about how the systems that remember where individual objects are actually work.
What is that thing?
Ah! Ah!
What is that thing?
Yeah, fun times. Well, now put my actual gear back on. And these guys won't figure out at all what just happened.
Don't stay outside for too long here on Titan. You will freeze.
Yeah, sure will freeze solid.
My papa doesn't really like me talking to
And this should get me my monster suit to keep, which I can then put on display in places eventually.
Damn power's on the fritz again. Joyce always seems to need help clearing ice off these.
I'll treat. Did you scare off
Already
those
done
tourists
it.
yet?
Sure did.
I'll bet they won't be coming back anytime soon. I'm just happy I was able to find someone willing to help with this ridiculous idea. Oh, I managed to find another costume for you to keep. I'll hold on to the old one in case we still need it. Come back anytime.
Nice. Not sure how the new one compares to the old one. Exactly the same. For some reason, this one's just not a quest item. Very strange, but nice. All that effort just so I could get a monster suit to put in my eventual home. Because, you know, kind of got her, haven't you?
Feel free to look around, but don't touch.
Yeah, apparently that doesn't go very well when I do that. I clonked on the head, robbed and wake up on Mars. So robbed by UC security, robbed and fined, you know. In this particular instance, not particularly any different. Just tidying up the mess.
New Homestead is a living history exhibit, but these are real people. So please be
Shocking. Kind of wondering when that transition would happen. Gravity's a bit different to Aquila here.
Doing all right, Gumdrop? We're home.
Actually, we're not, but you know. That is entirely not the point. So, productive, I think. We got married, we got to visit Aquila City, we helped bring a bank robbery to, well, not exactly a blood-free conclusion, but it could definitely have been a worse conclusion. The hostages were fine. At least that's the main thing. Oh, do that. So, yeah, that was cool. Would have liked to have talked my way through that, but, you know. Haven't quite got the right perks for that just yet. But yeah, fun. I was really hoping Aquila City was going to turn out to be as cool as the initial impressions made it look. And yeah, it certainly is. My first vibe I got from it, from the concept art, was really kind of Tatooine vibes. And there is a bit of Mos Eisley Tatooine vibe to it. But it definitely comes down more on a Wild West Space Cowboy Firefly type tone rather than a Mos Eisley tone. I just banged my ankle into my footstool. That wasn't clever, was it? But yeah, I really do like the style of it. I really like the rough exposed stonework and the kind of simplicity of it. That kind of basic, not ridiculously overly sci-fi look. The place looks old, which is quite cool. I like the little alleyways, and it's a really cool city to explore. And yeah, I'm definitely with. Was it you, Steve? Said you really liked the character of the place. Yeah, definitely a fan of that myself. Looking forward to getting in and exploring that place more. I kind of knew I was really going to like that angle of things, but it's quite the contrast from New Atlantis and the UC side of things. It's really clean, kind of sci-fi, more classic sci-fi lines. You know, real leaning into the high-tech stuff as opposed to the more old stuff that's made its way into the future vibe of Freestyle, which is cool. Really enjoyed it. Whew. Excuse me. So, Plan for the next few days. Tomorrow is Friday, so we'll be back into playing some more Starfield tomorrow night. We're going to continue with Samco's little quest here, the Empty Nest quest line. Hope you found this artefact piece. That should be cool. Once we've done that, we'll probably wing it. I imagine it's going to take up most of the evening. We'll see how that goes. We'll probably wing that a little bit and then head to maybe do some other little bits and pieces of side quests. And then after we've done that, we'll sort of head in the direction, probably next week, of the Crimson Fleet quest line, I think. That'll probably be fun. And then we can come back and settle into doing the more small bits and pieces in Aquila City, or maybe I could do some, I don't know, I might do some small bits and pieces first and then do Crimson Fleet, because that's going to be a big quest line, and then come back to Aquila. Definitely not going to do the Freestar Ranger stuff just yet, but I might do some of the smaller stuff. But that's definitely cool. Freestar will take you to places main stories and touch much? Yeah, I can imagine that being the case, Caleb. There's a lot of planets out there, and obviously you're not going to go to all of them as part of quests, but excuse me. I could see like the different directions being taken by the Freestar side of stuff and the UC, which is cool. Definitely liking this so far. Anyway, that's the streaming plan for the next little while. Video-wise, I'm working on a Starfield build at the moment, outpost type thing, so I'm going to probably have that up on Saturday rather than the usual Fallout. Just because that's work in progress, and I haven't done one in a little... Well, yeah, I haven't done one in a little while, but also haven't done a Fallout build in a little while. I will try and have a Fallout camp up in the early part of next week, I think, so I'll probably work on that over the weekend, but yeah, Starfield one's already work in progress, so kind of want to do that. And I have done a couple of Fallout videos this week already, if not camp building stuff, so yeah. Speaking of those Fallout videos, by the way, new stuff on the upcoming Atlantic City update, which looks pretty cool. There's some interesting information there. There's, yeah, it looks like it's going to be a fun update, that one. Obviously, we've got some expedition stuff, but we've also got other stuff, story and exploration type stuff as well, and new enemies and stuff. So a couple of videos went up this week, including one new one today, if you haven't seen it, on everything coming in that update. So if you want to check it out, do have a gander. I'm quite pleased with how they came out. Quite short as well, so won't keep you busy for too long. Yeah, do have a look. So yeah, I think that covers most of my plans the next little while. And next week, hopefully, hopefully I'll have my sort of timing sorted out a little bit better, because yeah, it's all over the place at the minute. And we will roll on, do some Fallout builds and some more Starfield stuff. I need to start working on the penthouse apartment as well. That's probably going to come, if not next week, maybe the end of next week, we'll see. Because it's going to take a little while to get that done. But we will see, probably the latter stages of. And yeah, we'll see where things go from there. Anyway, folks, thank you for hanging out tonight. Hope you've had fun. Do hit like, subs, social media links, merch store, all that stuff down below if you want to check it out. And notification bell and channel memberships if you want to check the blue join button out. I do very much appreciate. And yeah, we'll do this all again, hopefully a little earlier, tomorrow night. I don't think there'll be anything delaying me tomorrow. I don't think. So we'll see how that goes. But for now, have yourselves a good rest of your evening. Look after yourselves, stay safe, have a good day tomorrow, and I will catch you all, yeah, around about the usual time. So, till then, have a good night. See you later, folks. Night.